So try to become aware how many of these plastic products you're using in your life, and especially if you're using them in combination with warmth, friction or heat, then they are really dangerous. For example, we have all these it's a fashion since about 10 years or so. We go into a coffee shop and we get the coffee either in a styrofoam cup, not a paper cup, or even if a paper cup, we have a plastic top on it. And if a plastic product contains something that's really hot or warm, it will even allow more of these chemicals, the softness, to evaporate and to stream out into the liquid, and that's what you're drinking. So also refrain from these to-go personalized plastic coffee cups that you put into your car and drink while driving. That's not a good idea, really. Your intake of softness is so high, you cannot even imagine that. There are other things, baby bottles, for example. In former times, baby bottles were made of glass. Now they are made of plastic. They contain a variety of softness, not only bisphenol A. But at least Canada, I think a couple of months ago, Canada actually forbid the use of bisphenol A, this type of softener, in plastic baby bottles, because they realized how dangerous it is and that the baby might be an overweight toddler in a couple of years' time. Unfortunately, Europe has not really reacted as fast as Canada did, and I'm not sure about the rest of the world. But they are really pioneers, and they really have recognized something. Unfortunately, bisphenol A is not the only softener in baby bottles, so I would suggest, if you are a parent and you have a little baby at home or you're expecting, try not to give the food like milk or whatever else in a plastic bottle. Try to use a glass bottle like our grandparents and great-grandparents did. And after all, these guys really most of them still look slim today, and they did not have this explosive weight gain that we are experiencing right now around the world. Also, what's important, we got used to drinking water or soft drinks out of plastic bottles. They can't break. They're really very practical, but already 10 or 12 years ago, scientists have found out that, for example, if you're playing tennis and you have this liquid standing nearby, because occasionally you go there and you have a drink because you're thirsty, if it stays in the sun, then within 10 minutes, all these softeners in the plastic bottle seep into the liquid, and that's what you're then taking in by drinking. And that's what you really what your body at a certain point is not able to dilute and to get rid of by itself anymore. You only can do this through sweating. Try to if you buy food or if you buy something to drink in the supermarket, try to not take things that are wrapped in plastic, sealed in plastic, wrapped in plastic, packaged in plastic. I know that's almost impossible, but you know what? You can do it. There are these farmers markets. You can get the things single or in a paper bag, and you carry them home in a little basket, not a plastic bag, of course. And it's a little bit like, I don't know, it's a little bit like, you can actually see it as a game. I did, okay? It was a bit frustrating at first, but then it was really fun. Try to find things that haven't been transported, plastic, wrapped, packaged, in these synthetic materials, and just try to find food that wasn't, okay? If that's too much for you, you can let go of other things. I also have to say that Austria, for example, the only country in Europe that's really amazing and very admiring, they actually forbid are all phthalates. Phthalates are also softeners in a combination with food and food packaging. And they already, I believe, turned it into a law. So I'm asking myself why the rest of the world cannot do this. I mean, I think we are on a good way because these both countries, Canada and Austria, already reacted, but we still have a long way to go. If you're in the summer, if you love your flip-flops, I'll tell you, don't. Don't put on your flip-flops. Wear something else. Go barefoot. If that's not possible, wear leather sandals. No flip-flops. Through the friction and through the summer heat, all the toxins go through the sole of your foot into your body, into your bloodstream, into your tissue. I even replaced my plastic toothbrush. Not only the, how do you say, the whole toothbrush was plastic. I mean, not only the handle, the rest too. And I replaced it by something natural. I now have a toothbrush that's made entirely of wood, and of the brush itself is made from, I think, pig's hair or something like that. But I'm a vegetarian. But that was definitely better than having something like made from synthetic materials. So you see, you can replace these things. You just have to be a little bit curious and a little bit inventive and dare to do it, you know. Also, try to avoid all styrofoam containers, especially with food. Technical products, okay, we probably can't get around that, but food and drink is really, really important. I'm gonna give you many more hints and links where you can look for yourself what is in your beds, what is in toys, plastic toys, on your bike, in your car, and so on and so forth. I even do not use any shower gel in a plastic bottle anymore. I switched to a vegetable soap. Totally natural, comes in a paper package, and I've been doing that since almost a year now, and I really don't miss my shower gel. What might be a good idea, try to observe your daily routine from the time you wake up until the time you go to sleep. Just check for yourself, and you also can make a little note on the side, how many synthetic materials and plastics you are touching from the moment you open your eyes. With me, it started with my alarm clock. It wasn't like the one I had as a child, which was entirely of metal. I had, of course, a very modern plastic alarm clock. And the first thing I did, I don't even want to talk about my pillows and my mattress and my bed frame and my blanket. Okay, I'm just talking about whatever I was touching. And I went through the day and I almost fell backwards when I really noticed how many things I touched that contain chemicals and toxins, and that got me into contact with them, and they ended up in my body. Do this for yourself and then reflect on it for a couple of days, and then think about which ones of these products you might be able slowly but surely to reduce or to eliminate or to replace. That is very helpful, and you don't have to do it all at once. That's not possible anyway. But think maybe each day of one product that you're not using that often, or that you can replace through a product that's made of a natural material like wood and glass and paper and cork and metal. And then you see for yourself. It's I can tell you, I promise you, it's a lot of fun, really.